You've probably seen someone like Paul before. The person everyone calls when systems break. The one trusted with difficult technical problems. Yet somehow, new employees barely know who he is. Meanwhile, people with half his ability keep moving upward. At first, Paul ignored it. Early in his career, he believed strong work would eventually become visible on its own. He solved production issues late at night, helped teams during crisis situations, built solutions others avoided. Then small things started happening. Paul shares an idea in a meeting. Nobody reacts. 10 minutes later, someone else repeats the same idea in simpler words. Leadership suddenly loves it. That moment changes people more than they admit. Years passed like that. One promotion in 9 years changes how someone sees themselves. That's when the shift started. A junior asks a simple question. Paul responds with a long explanation filled with technologies nobody mentioned. A new initiative begins. He inserts himself into every discussion before being invited. Someone else gets recognition. Paul suddenly starts mentioning achievements from years ago. People around him begin sensing tension underneath the behavior. Around leadership, Paul still becomes unusually quiet. The performance only appears around people below him. And modern workplaces react badly to that kind of insecurity. The more someone tries to prove relevance, the faster others start viewing them as outdated. Juniors stop seeing Paul as experienced. They start seeing someone worried about becoming unnecessary. Then the isolation forms through smaller signals. Replies to his messages become shorter. People stop pulling him into casual technical discussions. Conversations pause for a second when he unexpectedly joins group calls. Important decisions slowly start happening somewhere else. Here's the part most people miss. Paul's insecurity did not begin when he started over-explaining himself. It started years earlier, when the workplace repeatedly rewarded visibility more than contribution. After enough years of being overlooked, some people stop working for impact. They start working to avoid disappearance. That's the trap. Once every interaction becomes an attempt to prove relevance, people feel it immediately. And the workplace responds by creating even more distance. That's why some employees become obsessed with every new technology, every initiative, every discussion. They are trying to protect their position inside a system that already made them feel replaceable. The disturbing part is that workplaces often create this behavior themselves. First, invisible contribution gets ignored. Later, the insecurity created by that neglect becomes the employee's identity. And by then, the person everyone once depended on starts looking like someone struggling to keep up. A workplace can turn invisibility into desperation faster than failure ever could. The unsettling question is whether Paul became insecure on his own, or whether the system slowly trained him to confuse visibility with survival.